All right, here we go. Game number 1, spawning down in the bottom right for Dragon Kites Gaming. It is Dark in the red. And his opponent spawning up at the top right for Big. It is ShoWTimE in the blue. And let's see what these two players can do. ShoWTimE not going to be going for the hatch block in this game. Dark is a very cheeky player. He's got a lot of nasty, strong, potent builds that he can just straight up kill you with. And he goes through fits and starts where he's got, you know, different timings that he'll utilize. Right now, he's currently a big fan. Right now, he's currently a big fan of the Ling Queen Nidus. So I wonder if he's going to go for that. He's always willing to just drop a Roach Warren at a random timing and get on in with, you know, Roach, Ling, Queen, Ravager. With a little cheeky queen walk, anywhere between, you know, 35 to 45 drones. He'll just pull that on you. He'll just do it. And it's really difficult to deal with. Not easy in the slightest. Now, ShoWTimE, we do call him D-Mauer for a reason, and that is because his defense is top tier. It is magnificent. He is extremely good. ShoWTimE, by the way, doing a great job with this probe. Really knocking these drones around. Quite well done. It's just annoying. Steals a couple minerals here and there. Now, it will be interesting to see if ShoWTimE can get anything done with his Oracle play. He is, of course, going to open up with the Quick Stargate. It's pretty much the best way to play. At least in this matchup. It's the most stable. Super safe. Gives you a ton of control, ton of scouting, ton of damage potential. Dark, though, he is a bit of an agent of chaos. He is going to go for 8 Lings here. Is he going to add on any more? We'll see. It's going to be... Oh, he's getting a couple more. But I think this is just for defense for the moment. Oh, ShoWTimE looking to try and find something here. Dark gets a really nice grab on these Adepts and almost gets the kill. Oh, one of them does get sniped down very quickly. Nice quick Spore Crawler save from Dark. And he moves the other drone out of the way to get the second Spore Crawler save. Ooh, ShoWTimE does finally get one drone. One drone, though. And a Spore Crawler morph. And you know what? Dark can just let these Spore Crawlers finish. And just put them in position. Because they're pretty close to the timing you'd want them at anyways. Yeah, so he's just going to march this one down to the natural. That's going to be in a good position at a good timing. The one in the main base is already done. And it's... Yeah, he's not even going to move it. Yeah, that's such a good start for Dark. Killing those 2 Adepts for just 1 drone. No Lings even went down. That's amazing. Now, the only thing that's not great for Dark is that he did let those Spore Crawlers finish. And because he killed the 2 Adepts, he's keeping his opponent's Oracles at home anyways. But it's kind of fine. And now he gets to dart in. Ooh, does he want to go for the Adepts here? He could, but he's not going to. Double Oracle is moving forward. Now there's no Spore at the 3rd base, so ShoWTimE will be able to find 3 drones. Ooh. Oh, nice little split on the Oracles. Gets 2 more. Yeah, 5 drones going down for the first set of Oracles. That makes up for the first Adepts only getting 1 drone. And ShoWTimE going for a cheeky Foracle play. Getting the Quadracle. 4 Oracles going to try and find something. ShoWTimE Got 3 oracles coming into the natural expansion. Will try and find one of these queens. Will get it. Oh, and barely keeps that oracle alive. Well, that's a nice little find for ShoWTimE as well. Meanwhile, 4 adepts going to try and come in on the 3rd base. Ooh, they're getting very far forward. He's got to be careful with this. This is far enough forward that, yeah, Dark can jump on this and kind of ignore the shades. He's going to kill 3 of the adepts instantly. 4th one will get into the natural, and it will grab maybe, nope, 1 drone. Yeah, that is not worth it. That is not worth it for ShoWTimE at all. Dark with a great defense here, but ShoWTimE getting those, leaving those adepts a little bit hanging. Dark behind all this, he's on 67 drones now. And PvZ these days is very momentum-based. So the fact that Dark has a small momentum lead already is really good news for the Korean Zerg. ShoWTimE does add on a couple sentries, which he does like doing in this matchup quite a bit. Behind this, we've got a Twilight Council coming on down. Forge, very quick Forge for a super fast +1. Is he going to go charge? Or is it going to be blink? Ah, it's going to be charge Archon. And a quick robotics bay as well. Meanwhile, Dark adding on a Hydralisk Den, getting up into an infestation pit as well. Ooh, these queens. 1 oracle will fall, but he's going to lose 2 queens. And he gets a couple drones as well. Honestly, 3 drones and a queen and 2 queens for an oracle, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. That's a positive trade for ShoWTimE. But I still think I like Dark's positioning. He's going for, despite the fact that he's getting this Hydra Den, he's getting double melee upgrades, which is quite interesting. Oh, he's actually going to find ShoWTimE moving out. And Dark seems to have done his homework because ShoWTimE loves these little moves out with a very small number of units. This is a lot of Lings coming on in. These units on the other side of the map, they actually do have a War Prism, funnily enough. But I don't know. This is looking very rough for ShoWTimE. He does get back with the oracles, but these are +1 melee Lings, and they are going to rip the probes apart. Zealots desperately trying to buy time for the oracles to clear this out. But he will manage to do so. But still, the fact that all the warp-ins were forced at home is pretty good news for Dark. Oh, is he going to kill this gateway? Yes, he will. This barely gets the kill. Yeah, overall, this is extremely good for Dark. He saved all his drones, he saved his 4th base, and he got a ton of counterattack damage. He is supply blocked, actually, at 134, which is actually not a great supply block at all. That's a tough one. But starts up the Hive. He's got the double hatchery in the main base. He's on 6 hatches right now. Wait, is he? No, he's only on 5. Wait, why did I think he was on 6? I just assumed for some reason that he'd be on a 5th base by now. But he's actually not. So ShoWTimE being on 4 bases is pretty nice as well. War Prism did get spotted, but Dark is going to have to move some units in position. Oh, I do like this Spore reposition. He'll have to be careful about the oracles. The oracles could potentially dart back in and find some value. Dark adding on +1 missile after the +1 Carapace completes. That's kind of funky. Zealots on the left side do get found here. Hydras without speed are, man, they're slow. God, they're just the stupidest idiots. Look at these big, dumb fatzos just slithering around. God, they're so slow. Once they get their muscular augments, though, we're going to watch it. Oh, there's a little fight on the top side. Just find some Zealots. They're slightly less slow, fat idiots. Nice find on the bottom side, by the way. These Archons getting a couple of Banelings. Disruptors. Ooh, can they get some big connections? Kind of need to. Does get a couple of Hydras. That's pretty nice. And the 1 Disruptor does get covered. Banelings. Well, one will get hit. And looks like Lings on the bottom side. Barely not getting that Archon. 1 shield remaining. +2 attack finishing up here for ShoWTimE. And Shield Battery is going to keep this Archon topped off. Good defense from D. Mauer here. Oh, but he's going to lose a Disruptor on the rally. The attacks from Dark are ferocious here. Oh, Stalker warping in, not going to be enough. These Baneleys have +2 melee. Oh, the probes are trying to run away. And they will get split, not badly, but 15 probes going to go down. That is some solid damage for Dark. But ShoWTimE has not been broken yet, not by any stretch. Ooh, these Baneleys, though, are going to try and come on in. That pylon is a bit of a juicy target. He blows up on the Stalkers. Does find 1 or 2 more probes. Ooh, Dark continue to flood on in here. Disruptor shot. One of them does get avoided. Nice job by Dark with the splits. And these units are actually going to get completely crushed. And Dark will get a good trade against half of ShoWTimE's army. Battery Overcharge is going to be forced to save probes. But Dark is all over him right now. We've got ShoWTimE trying to chase this army on the left. Hydras will escape on out. And the natural has been breached. Couple Disruptors going to fall here. Hydras will get taken down eventually, but not before they get some decent trades. Good positioning here from Dark. These are 1-1 Hydras. So they're better than we're used to seeing at this point. When a nice little spread on these Hydras here, they'll be able to find an Archon. But the Zealots are going to be able to push this back. Dark is really committing hard here. And he hasn't broken his opponent yet. He's teching up as well. He's getting the +3 melee, +2 missile, and adrenal glands. Ooh, Disruptor does get taken out. Once again, ShoWTimE has lost a lot of these Disruptors in the midst of this absolute chaos. And Dark, he's actually just going to overwhelm him here with a Hydra Ling. Dark's so good with this rally. And the micro has been pretty solid with these units. He's going to take game number 1. Very well done. All right, here we go. Spawning up in the top right for Dragon Kites Gaming, it is Dark. In the red. And his opponent. Spawning down in the bottom left for Big, it is ShoWTimE. In the blue. And he is going to go for the hatch block this time. He's going to block that natural expansion with the probe. Dark, not doing anything tricky. No 15 hatch. And even if he had gone for a 15 hatch, well, the 15 hatch where you cut the drone wouldn't have been enough. This time, though, Dark is a little bit late to send the drone. Not super late. But that's fine. It's only 3 seconds. Personally, that bothers some players quite a bit. Dark doesn't seem to bother him too much. ShoWTimE, gonna confirm the hatchery. Nice stuff. Good stuff on the probe double check, making sure he's not getting bamboozled by Dark, who does like to do that. Dark will actually take like an 18 or a 19 hatch just to make sure he gets it down on the natural if he thinks he can juke you. Now, what are we going to be seeing here? Nothing out of the ordinary just yet. Just that block. Dark does have a build where when you hatch block him, he will sometimes go for a... it's something Rogue did versus Creator in the GSL finals, where if you don't check the third base, he will proxy hatch Spinecrawler rush you. And it's so effective if you don't see it coming. And if you don't check the third base location. But ShoWTimE, of course, making sure. We are going to be seeing a Stargate coming on down from ShoWTimE. No big surprise there. Adept going to shade forward, and we'll be able to drive this set of Lings back. Probe just kind of chilling. Dark. Okay, I was going to say, he's got to take the third hatch pretty soon. And finally does drop it down. Now, Dark loves these little plays right here, where he'll sneak the Zerglings around, and he sees that the Adept left. That's what the Overlord does. And that's going to let him get the scout. He does take the fight on the other side of the map. Will lose 2 Zerglings to the Adept. But he's going to find a probe on the other side. He can go up into the main if he wants. He might go after this particular probe. Yes, he will, and he almost gets it. Ling speed is going to complete momentarily. It's a very fast Ling speed. Meanwhile, the double adept on the other side of the map will grab one drone, but he'll barely save the adept. However, the scout into the main base, second probe falls. He's going to get a third probe. Oh, that's so brutal for ShoWTimE right now. Now, fortunately, ShoWTimE got out with this one adept, 2 HP. But overall, this is an amazing start for Dark. Killing 3 probes like that, so big. Yeah, this is a really good start for Dark right here. And Dark going to get a very quick Evo chamber in the main base. Already has 1 spore done. Spore at the third base is done as well now. ShoWTimE still hasn't started his third Nexus yet. And yeah, this is not a comfy position for him. He really needs to get some work done with these oracles to be able to try and stay in this game. Oh, and already taking a lot of damage. Good pullback from Dark right there. ShoWTimE, disciplined, does not go in with the low health oracle. He knows that the likelihood of Dark targeting with the spore is too high. So he does snipe down 1 drone. But only getting 1 drone, that's not really enough to equalize in my opinion. Not yet. Oh, oracle. This will grab 1 drone as well. It's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. And it's not like the game is unplayable for ShoWTimE. It's just not a comfy position. It's a solid position for Dark. But I do think ShoWTimE needs to find more damage. And not just because of the probe losses, but... oh, okay. Well, as I say that, 3 more drones do get picked off. Nice job. Nice job. Now we're talking. Now we're talking a little bit. But because the Nexus was delayed, that means his probe production is delayed as well. ShoWTimE has been good about rebuilding those probes, of course. And building those probes. Oh, but this... okay. Well, I talked about Dark with Queen Roach Ravager Ling. But this is going to be Ling Bane Queen. Oh, is it? Wait. Maybe not? It's a fake? Okay. I actually really liked the idea of this. Now, sentries do warp in, and he actually forces a 3rd sentry to be warped in, I guess. Okay. Dark just does things, man. He just does things. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not great. But he'll do it. He don't care. He's the honey badger. Ooh, we are going to see these... oh. Queens were not in position. ShoWTimE, though, is worried about a bit of aggression, and Ling Bane going to be coming in from multiple angles. I thought for sure Dark was just going to go for it, but he is going to come on in. Banelings will get some connections here. Force fields do come down and cover 1 of the sentries, but all the zealots get taken down. Banelings are coming in from the back. There are a couple more force fields available, and he will reapply them. This is not so bad for ShoWTimE. Dark droning up like mad behind it. So he's already up at 77 drones. He's going to be on 80 drones shortly. And at this point, yeah, you need like double macro hatch. Ah, no, never mind. He's getting into roaches. What am I saying? We'll have the +2 melee very quickly. And Dark is going to start that Baneling speed pretty soon as well. ShoWTimE. I mean, he's starting up a 4th Nexus. He's got his +2 on the way. Charge is going to complete pretty soon, and he's got Archon tech. This is not terrible for ShoWTimE, but I do certainly like Dark's position. Okay, ShoWTimE going to try and go for Storm. The other thing about what makes Dark such a difficult player to go up against is that a lot of players really like playing by the book StarCraft, by the numbers. But Dark is so intuitive as a player. It makes him really difficult to go up against because he doesn't follow the rules. He'll just do things, and that makes it really difficult to prepare for him. Oh, I can't believe the Archons can't hit this. Sentry can, though. And the Sentry will tickle the Zerglings away. Oh, Baneling drops. Baneling drops. It's gotta be. Could be Zergling drops into the main base, but I think it's gonna be Banelings. By the way, Dark's +2 melee and Bane speed will complete very shortly. Is this just gonna be harassment Baneling drops? I mean, with +2 melee, like they're good. They're real good. Oh, this could be scary. This will be scary. Dark gearing up for a big attack at the front as well. Storm is done, and +2 weapons will be done as well. ShoWTimE with a great wall on this 4th base as well. Dark has the triple Overlord drops queued up to multiple bases. Stasis Ward will come in into the middle. Ooh, the Oracles are going to do pretty well, but we got 1 Baneling drop. 2 Baneling drop. Boom! Big damage on the probe line. 27 probes. There is another Overlord drop ready to go here. 35 probes have already fallen. And ShoWTimE... Oh, okay, he will clean this up. 37 is the final tally. Oh, and those High Templar were very exposed for a moment. Oh, big Stasis Ward. Baneling. Okay, just getting killed off in time. Oh, the High Templar. Okay, he's good. He's good. It's fine. Still, Dark is now monstrously ahead in economy. He's got a 5th hatchery done. ShoWTimE does still have a decent army, but Dark, oh my goodness, he got another 4 or 5 probes. Ooh, Banelings, yeah, dropping into the main base. Oh my god, he's doing it again. Banelings in the natural. ShoWTimE starting to get pulled apart here a little bit. Dark is just all over him. Dark adding on +1 missile, nearly done. And a hive that's more than halfway done as well. There's the 2nd Evo chamber. I do like that. Oh, I just saw a Baneling rolling. Where did I see it? Did he? No, that's another Dropper Lord. Wow. Dark is really all over him. Look at this mass Ling play. 128 Lings. Dark loves his Lings. Storm's gonna do pretty well here. That is a lot of kills on this High Templar. 9 kills and a ton of damage. Banelings are going to just smash through. Oh, the force field is so clutch. Barely catching those Banes. But he does manage to prevent them. Archons are continuing to be masked up, and +3 weapons is done. ShoWTimE is... He's building out of an army that Dark is going to have a difficult time dealing with. Now, at a certain point... Well, actually, never mind. He's getting the Ultra Cavern. I was going to say, at a certain point, Dark won't be able to fight this, and he'll have to go for a base trade. But if you get, 5, 6, 7 Ultras, Archons are not going to cut it. They are no longer going to cut it. Ooh. I am impressed that ShoWTimE has held as well as he has. Like, this is really solid stuff. Now he's on 11 Archons and a bunch of Storm. This is his timing. He's maxed out. He's got that +3 weapons. Ooh, does not want to lose this Archon for free. Will go down. A couple High Templar, a little bit exposed. Does have to drop some kind of panicked Storms. ShoWTimE splitting his army into 2 groups. Oh, he's going to try and sort of collapse on this. Storms are going to come on in. Baneling's not able to connect on the High Templar just yet. Big Storms. And ShoWTimE gets a really great engagement, but he will still have this left side army getting wiped out before the right side army could join up. Only 1 Archon surviving. It's a veteran, though. 31 kills, and these roaches are trapped. ShoWTimE getting some good work done, but they do slip out. Oh, don't lose a High Templar. Oh, that's a full energy High Templar. Well, ShoWTimE, that is a really unfortunate loss for him right here. Still, he's going to push across the map. Will find the 5th base of his opponent. Dark has another one. Technically, this is the 6th. Dark is back down to 5 bases. Oh, Good reaction time from ShoWTimE. Archon's going to morph on in. But like I said, eventually the Ultras will be able to deal with the mass Archon. However, there's... Well, actually, there is going to be 7 Ultras on the field pretty shortly. They won't have +3 melee just yet, but they do have chitinous plating very shortly. That is a lot of Archons here. Oh, this is such an interesting fight that's setting up here. Chitinous... There's about to be 3 more armor on these Ultras. There we go. Dark buying the time he needed. Transfuses are going to come on in. The Ultras, though, actually not having the easiest time on the top side. They are kind of getting ripped apart a little bit. There's still so many Archons here. 4 more Ultras trying to hit the field. ShoWTimE is way ahead in supply now. He has held against Dark, and he will break through. What a game from ShoWTimE. And he evens the series at 1 apiece. All right, here we go. Game number 3. Spawning up at the top left for Dragon Kites Gaming. It is Dark in the red. And his opponent spawning down in the bottom right for Big. It is ShoWTimE in the blue. Excellent defense, even though he took a lot of damage and lost a lot of probes. It's not like Dark was doing everything for free. Like, those were expensive attacks that he was doing. And ShoWTimE, behind it, he never got broken, stayed alive, kept on top of things, and eventually he was able to just outlast his opponent. And that timing that he hit was about... That was a perfect timing from ShoWTimE, because if the Ultras are out in bigger numbers, if there's 6, 7, 8 Ultras instead of just the 4 that were out initially, I think Dark crushes that army. The Ultras will deal with those Archons in enough numbers, but Dark didn't have the time he needed. ShoWTimE didn't give it to him. Really excellent game from ShoWTimE to recognize his attack timing and hit it so well. Very difficult to do that, but very impressive that he was able to. And even though he was taking big damage, he was still on 4 bases for a lot of that. He was still on a decent probe count. And once again, because of the cost efficiency of a lot of the actual fights themselves, just very impressive. And now I'm really excited for this game number 3. ShoWTimE really putting up a strong performance in this one. All right. Now, what are we going to see? And that was a rough start for ShoWTimE. He lost those 3 probes very early on. Yeah, that was not an easy start. The Oracles helped keep him in the game for sure. And he never panicked, which is the biggest thing. A lot of times, little bits of damage are not the biggest deal. They do matter. They certainly do matter. But it's more important to not let them phase you and to know what you need to do to recover. And ShoWTimE showed that quite brilliantly. And now as we get into game 3, we do have the... Oh, is he going to shade forward? Nope, just going to chill. I feel like Max Packs would have shaded forward, so already a little interesting difference right there. ShoWTimE just going to sit in between the bases. And he wants the full scout of the main base, evidently. And in fact, we're going to have Dark. Oh, he's going hunting. Really prioritizing that ling speed timing right here. 320, 319, it finishes. Man, that was a really fast ling speed. Normally it finishes at like 325 at the fastest. Usually players go by the benchmark of 330. But Dark getting it a couple seconds faster. ShoWTimE, though, was already retreating out, and he's able to pick off a couple of units. Meanwhile, it looks like Dark tried to get into the natural again and was thwarted this time. Yeah. So ShoWTimE making a nice adjustment between games, saying, "Nuh-uh, you're not getting into my base." Oracle does get into the main mineral line. Ooh, he wants a drone, but it... Unfortunate for ShoWTimE, it gets into the extractor. And Dark puts a little bit of hull damage on that. Always nice to be able to find a little bit of hull damage. Ooh, that's a very quick layer. Is Dark just going to go for a Ling Queen Nidus? This, he might. I mean, Dragon Scales has a huge main base. Now, against this particularly, ShoWTimE did go for the quick 4th Oracle in game 1. Quick 4th Oracle is good against this if you can spot it, if that's what's happening. But there's no guarantee that it is. We do actually see 2 more gases, so it almost certainly isn't what's happening. But no quick Evo Chamber. This might be quick Hydras. Like, Dark will do that from time to time. 5 Adepts, by the way, on the other side of the map. Well, not on the other side of the map, trying to come in. Ooh, they do open the door for these Oracles to find a bit of value in the 3rd base. Only 2 drones, though. Could have been a lot worse. And, okay, no, it looks like there's just going to be Roach Warren. Huh. Okay, that's a lot of gas, though. Oh, hang on. No, he's going up to all 6 gases. Why did he get so much gas early is my question. Oh, wow, that's a lot of Adepts. ShoWTimE, this is all off 2 gates. He's just been constantly producing Adepts. How many Lings do we have? There's 17 on the field right now. These obviously don't have glaives. Ooh, big shade forward in on top of the Queens. Transfuse will keep, one of these Queens alive, but the other one will get taken down. Oracles, doing a good job so far with these Oracles, but he does lose one of them. And now all of the Adepts get cleaned up. Yeah, that was a good defense for Dark. 3 Queens, that's a lot. And there's only 2 Queens on the field actually right now, so that's quite a bit of damage. But he lost 9 Adepts for only 15 Lings. And in terms of resources lost, yeah, we can see that Dark is ahead. Did he have, what's his inject situation? Yeah, he had all 3 hatcheries injected. Now he is dropping the Nidus. Oh, but it's actually going to be Swarm Host Nidus. Okay. Well, this is going to be really tough for ShoWTimE if he doesn't scout it. Did he? Okay, now he scouts. He sees there's a Nidus Worm. He's starting up a Robotics Bay. What does he have? He does not have Charge. He's going to get Blink. He needs to be able to figure out where these Nidus Worms are going to try and come down. That scout was big. Ooh, okay, he does spot this Ling. That's quite nice. That is really, really nice. 16 Swarm Hosts. Dark is really committing heavily on this, and it's going to be on the bottom side is where this Nidus Worm comes on in. Overlord will get cleaned up. Good job. We got quite a few cannons coming down at the 3rd. Dark just trying to be as much of a distraction with these Lings as possible. ShoWTimE does have a decent number of units in position, and he will spot the Locust Wave. Okay, does he turn on the Oracle's Pulsar Beam? The answer is no. Battery Overcharge is going to get popped. We will see a few probes falling and a Gateway, as well as a couple of Gateway units, but honestly not too bad. Oh, he actually kills the 2nd Gateway. That's kind of nice. That wasn't terrible for ShoWTimE, but he is by no means out of the woods. 2nd Nidus is done. Where's the... Okay, it's coming down in the middle. ShoWTimE did not manage his Oracle energy particularly well, so it's actually completely drained. Swarm Hosts, though, are going to be ready to fire their Locust into the main base. And Dark, he is going for it. Oh. Pylon? Oh, he's just going to go for the main Nexus, I think, maybe. Blink is about to complete, but it's not done just yet. Shield Battery, Cannon, Pylon, all getting taken down, but this is relatively superficial damage. It's still good. It's still solid damage. Oh, if he finds this Colossus, that would be big. Corrosive Vials do land on the center of the army. The distraction for the Roach Ravager was quite effective, but so far, this has not been too bad for ShoWTimE. And he's going to be able to use these Stalkers to clear up this Nidus Worm on the right. We do have a Hive coming on in. ShoWTimE right now, his big focus has to be on juicing up his army supply as much as possible. Nidus Worm is going to drop down these Locusts in the middle. ShoWTimE sees it with the Observer. That's huge. That lets him get on top of this position. Oracle's turning on their pulsar beams right away. And the shield batteries, the cannons, they will do well. Oracles are out of juice once again. The Locusts do expire. But ShoWTimE, I mean, he has been getting slowly, slightly chipped away at. But he's going to take the 4th base on the left. Roach Ravager going to try and come on in. The Observer in the middle has been MVP for ShoWTimE here. Dark is going to finish up +2 missile. At the same time, ShoWTimE finishes up his +2 ground weapons pretty much. ShoWTimE, ooh, the Colossus are good here. Disruptor, or pardon me, Corrosive Bile do land on those Stalkers. ShoWTimE does not want to lose the Observer. Okay, he's fine. Extended Thermal Lance not yet done. Locust Wave coming into the main base. Oh, and now it's the Roach Ravager distracting for the Swarm Host. The Swarm Hosts are going to get some big payoffs in the natural. They're going to deny the Colossus. They're going to kill quite a few Stalkers here. 3 Stalkers, 4, 5, 6. And a couple of probes. That's what Dark was looking for. 2 Robos trying to be rebuilt. But behind all this, Dark, he's maxed out, which is actually not great for him because, I mean, obviously the Swarm Hosts take up a lot of supply. But he's got Vipers. He's got Hive. He's starting +3 missile. Lurker Den is on the way. ShoWTimE hasn't been able to grow the way he's needed to. Dark has just been a little bit too effective with this Swarm Host Nidus. The defense hasn't been as tight as it's needed to be. It is so difficult to defend. But that's what you need to do against this kind of stuff. Oh, Stasis Ward. Oh, that one gets a big connection. Okay, that is what is really effective against this too, because the Locusts will all die in the Stasis Ward. That might be actually the little bit of momentum that ShoWTimE needed. Ooh, he does blink forward after this army. He doesn't want to trade just yet. And he did lose one of the Colossus before, so he needs to rebuild that. Random Locusts in the middle will get taken down. Oh no, he left the Colossus so exposed. Oh, it gets jumped by the Roach Ravager. These Swarm Hosts, oh, they do get spotted. 2, 3, oh wow, one of them barely survives getting into the Nidus Worm. 2 of them did get sniped though. Good job. But now it's the Lurker transition. And it's going to be Adaptive Talons first. Dark really bringing the heat here in this game number 3. ShoWTimE, though, has gotten to that critical supply of just basic units. It's 38 Blink Stalkers, actually. But Blink Stalkers are not going to do the job against the Lurkers. And the Swarm Hosts, oh, they're going to be able to find a couple more Stalkers in the natural. The Locusts, 6 more Stalkers actually went down. Yeah, these Lurkers are going to be so good against this. There is... Mass Blink Stalker just isn't going to cut it. No way, no how. Ooh, Viper. Almost getting taken down. He's going to blink forward into it, but it means blinking into the Lurkers as well. Does snipe it, and he does get out. But he takes a lot of damage. Now, if he can blink up into the main base... Go, 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 go. Oh my god, the War Prism wasn't moving. Blink into the main, blink into the main. Okay, there we go. We'll get in here. Blinding Cloud's going to try and come on in. But that just gave a lot of time for Dark to reposition. Still, this is pretty nice. Lurkers on the low ground, they're not going to be the best. Swarm Hosts, though, are going to drop their Locusts. And the Stalkers blink forward aggressively. Now they're kind of trapped by the Lurkers from the low ground. Great setup from Dark. We do have a counterattack on the top right. Oh, these Locusts are getting so much value. ShoWTimE going to lose almost his entire army. And now there's just one Lurker here on the top side. But it will buy some time. ShoWTimE is... he's getting a little bit of value. But this one Lurker is so good right here. And there's no detection to clear it. Without that Lurker, maybe ShoWTimE kills this base. With it, though, no chance. And Dark is still trading cost efficiently. ShoWTimE will get the kill, or well, the denial, on his opponent's 5th base. But he's lost so much army. He actually has killed 12 drones, which is pretty nice. Ooh, one Lurker does get taken down. Good job from ShoWTimE. Dark. Oh. Okay, ShoWTimE's doing a really good job with these Blink Stalkers, and he's actually got a couple of... Well, he's got one Colossus in the War Prism. Random Locust Wave does pop out. How many Swarm Hosts do we still have? 11. That is actually a pretty strong amount of Swarm Hosts. Ooh, gotta be careful with the Colossus. Oh, with the high ground and the Stalkers. He's gonna take a good trade here. Very good trade. Kills like 6 or 7 Stalkers right there. However, another Robo is going to get taken down. We do see a counterattack on the bottom side. Lurker, no detection for it. Oh, and he's getting Observer speed. But it's actually going to get denied here. There are still 2 Robos. So even though one was killed, there's actually 3. Oh, I love this Nidus Worm just to deny the 5th base. This is such a chaotic game here. I am so impressed that ShoWTimE is still in this one. Man, look, what a messy everything. How many lurkers do we have, though? 16 lurkers. It feels like everything ShoWTimE is doing, Dark is just a little bit ahead. Feels like ShoWTimE's been on the back foot pretty much all game long. Locust Wave will get into the main. We will see +1 ground armor complete. Oh, ShoWTimE jumps the lurkers. He finds them. It is expensive, though. Oh, the Locust actually... Oh, they wasted their DPS here. Nidus Worm in the main base is quite funny because it might actually launch the Locust Wave. Oh, lurkers on the bottom side have completely shut down this base. Now, how many lurkers are there at home? There is still... there's still a few. That's 5 lurkers. That's... Yeah, there's not enough here for ShoWTimE just yet, but he will kill the base. Oh, do not want to lose an Immortal for free. That's really expensive. Swarm Host, in the middle. I mean, you don't want to lose that for free either, but those are less... Those are not as high impact units as the Immortals are right here. Now, forcing this Locust Wave out defensively, that is really nice. That is actually so nice for ShoWTimE. Ooh, lurkers on the left side. We are going to see ShoWTimE coming in. He will get these lurkers. Does lose 1 Immortal, but getting 5 lurkers is absolutely worth it. And there was another Nidus Worm. The Nidus Worms are not cheap. This game is actually... I know the supplies have been in favor of Dark for so long, but it's actually so close right now. ShoWTimE, though, losing that 4th base, his economy is now so crippled. And he actually might just only have 1 more attack left in him. So morph in as many Archons as you can. He's got 1,500 gas. That's actually got to be the goal right now, is to just get as many Archons as you can and just go. What else does he have? 3 Vipers are done now for Dark as well. Oh, that's going to be painful for ShoWTimE. There's already 2 Abducts available. Oh, this is good positioning from ShoWTimE. ShoWTimE, just spend all your money on Archons. Just dump it. Dump it into Archons. I know he's tight on... Oh, he's going to add on 2 more Immortals. I guess he did finish Observer Speed, by the way. He never lost the Robotics Bay. It was just depowered. But if Dark gets to mine on this 5th base, there's just nothing... I don't think there's anything ShoWTimE can do at that point. And Dark has a lot of units here to defend. So many lurkers. ShoWTimE, if he can reestablish this base, like, it's not fully over. But the thing is, he cannot afford a Sky Toss transition. Oh, okay, I was going to say, does he know that he doesn't have vision here in the main base? And he will find this. It's funny that their upgrades are exactly mirrored for ranged units right now. Well, ranged for Dark, but Protoss Ground. They both got up to +3 at this pretty much the same time. They both added on +1 armor. Now it is Dark who is getting into that +2 Carapace. Ooh, good spot on this army, but it is a huge army right here. ShoWTimE, is he prepared to take this fight? Not really. Vipers are going to try and... Oh, they're going to hit some huge blinding clouds. ShoWTimE's army is invalid, and the lurkers destroy everything. It disappears in a matter of seconds, and Dark will take the 2-1. Man, those were the most effective blinding clouds I've maybe ever seen. GG gets called, and if you enjoyed that series, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we will catch you on the flip side.